Asian car. Ready. Up. Point to Wakefield. Didn't see the call. Why? Looked like it. Okay. We'll take it though. Aiden Stevenson. Back to serve for Wakefield. His ball is up and over. Point to Wakefield. Nice play at the net. Good job. All right, it's 13-12. Burlington with the lead. Stevenson serving. Ball's up. Long on the return. Point to Burlington. Caden Schultz serving for the second time this afternoon. Number 5 for Burlington. They have a 2-point lead. Ball's up. No return on that one. 15-12. Schultz up, over. Oh, good effort by Vizina. Down on the ground for the dig, but couldn't get to it. Really good effort. All right. Schultz ready. Into the net. Point to Wakefield. They trail now by 3. Christie will be serving for Wakefield. He's ready. Oh, drops in. Point to Burlington. Substitutions for Burlington. Rohit Vijay Kumar. Timeout, Wakefield. Coach Angelo facing the camera. Coach Halpin's in the red t-shirt to your left. Coach Weiland running the huddle. Burlington's back out. Wakefield will be breaking. We'll be ready to go. Vijay Kumar with a 4-point lead. Good work by the Warriors. Oh, into the net. Good volley. Both teams did well. All right, 18-13. Point to Wakefield. Into the net by Burlington. Okay. Vizina will be serving. Down 4. Oh, it dropped in. Substitutions for Burlington. This will be Russell McCollum, number 11, serving for the Red Devils with a 5-point lead in the first set. Ball's up and over. That's a nice serve. Just cleared the net. 2 touches by Wakefield, same person. Point to Burlington, 2014. Serve is up and over. That one drops in. McCollum serving now with a 7-point lead. It's not going to be. Oh, great return by the Warriors. Oh, into the net. All right, 22-14. McCollum ready. He's got to get over. Point to Wakefield. 4 touches by Burlington. All right. Dixon will be serving. Warriors trail by 7, 22-15. First set. Dixon's ready. It's up. Short. Point to Burlington. This is Mendoza now. All right. Mendoza is now serving for the set. It's 24-15. His serve is up. It's over. That's not going to be played. Burlington takes the set, 25-15. Teams will switch sides as is customary. Stay with us at the end of the game. We'll give you the remaining schedules. Season's winding down pretty quickly. A couple more games away this week, which we'll talk about. And then the last 2 games will be at home the week of the 19th. More on that later. So the Warriors play 6 Division I teams. Division I in all of Massachusetts is comprised of 63 total teams. Against the Division I teams this year, the Warriors are 0-9. They have power ranks. Arlington would go to the tournament if it ended today. Lexington would go to the tournament. Winchester would go to the tournament. And Woburn would go to the tournament, all in Division I. In addition to that, the Globe Top 20 that came out on May 10th has Lexington at number 5 on the top 20 and Winchester at number 18 on the top 20. In Division II, which is where the Warriors play, we play 2 other teams this year. Burlington, who we're playing tonight and have played once before, and Kip Academy in Lynn. We've played them once before as well, and we'll play them the last game of the season. Against those Division II teams, the Warriors are 1-1, having lost to Burlington earlier this year, as I mentioned before, 3-0. And then against Kip Academy, the Warriors won that match 3-2. All right, back at it in just a second. Weiland's at the table with her roster. Burlington is out. Get a quick look at the stands. Shouldn't take long. Pretty sparse crowd. Here's the Burlington team. There's Wakefield. They'll be breaking the huddle shortly. Again, the first 4 sets, it's a best of 5. The first 4 sets are played to 25, win by 2. Warriors come on now. If there's a 5th set, it's played to 15, win by 2. All right, we've got Jackson Fitzpatrick, Sean O'Rourke. Let's see some numbers here. Rossetti, Stevenson, Vizina comes in, and Ian Christie is out. Burlington will be serving first. This is Caden Schultz, who started the service for Burlington in the first set. All right, here we go. Underway, second set. Long. Nothing Warriors. It's not up on the scoreboard yet. Good play by both teams at the net. Oh, that point goes to Wakefield. Nice job by the Warriors on that point. All right. 2-0. O'Rourke serving. 2-point lead. Ball's up and over. And that's not going to, no, maybe it will be. Oh, nice job by Burlington. Too short, though. Good hustle by Burlington, but they didn't get the point. All right, O'Rourke's back. Leading 3-0. Up and over. Long on the return by Burlington. 4-0. O'Rourke is ready. It's up. It's over. Oh. Good effort by Rossetti. Down on the ground, but couldn't get it returned. Okay, Burlington's serving. Vijay Akamar. Good job at the net. Good work by both teams. Out of bounds. Wakefield point. All right. They lead 5-1. Vizina will be serving. Fitzpatrick comes out. Breda comes in. Point to Wakefield. It's Brady Breda just came in. Vizina serving. 6-1. Oh, stayed in bounds. Good point for the Red Devils. All right, they trail 6-2. Russell McCollum, who had some success last set. Now serving. That's going to be out of bounds. Point to Wakefield. Substitutions for Burlington. Ian Christie will now be serving for the Warriors with a 5-point lead in the second set. Christie's ready. Ball's up. Nice return by Burlington. Just dropped it in. No one could get to that one. All right, this is Mendoza now serving for number 16, serving for Burlington. They trail by a score of 7-3. Ball's up. And a point to Burlington. Serve is up. This one has to get over. Not gonna make, oh, it did. Excellent work. Oh, and a point to Wakefield. What a job. Fantastic effort. Rossetti serving now with a 4-point lead. Ball's up. Drops in. Burlington point. Substitutions for Burlington. Connor Shanahan. Serving for the Red Devils. Up and over. Point to Burlington after a nice save at the net by Burlington. Went into the net, they played it on the ricochet off the net. Good point for them. All right, Shanahan, ready, up, over. Out of bounds, point to the Warriors. They lead 9-6. Brady Bretta back to serve. Fitzpatrick comes back in. Vizina came out. Into the net. Vizina comes back in. Bretta comes out. Ashnil Ekshahar serving for Burlington. They're down 2. Second set. Point to Burlington. Carr. Back to serve. It's up. It's long. Point to Wakefield. Stevenson serving. Scoreboard. Okay, it's 10-8. That's what the score should read. It does. Good play at the net by Wakefield. Long on the return, point to Wakefield. They lead now 11-8. Stevenson's ready. Nice work, but that's going to be out of bounds. Caden Schultz. Timeout, Wakefield. When we come back, Caden Schultz will be serving for the Red Devils. They trail by 2. Burlington's back out. Warriors will be breaking soon. All right, Fitzpatrick, Christie, Rossetti, Vizina, O'Rourke, and Stevenson. Serve is up and over. It's out of bounds. Point to Burlington, sorry. Schultz's serve. Drops in. All right, we're tied up at 11 in the second set. If you're just joining us, Burlington took the first set 25-15. Long. Warriors get the lead back. O'Rourke serving for the Warriors. Oh, it's not. Oh, good hustle. Good work by the Warriors. Oh, 2 touches by Wakefield. The point goes to Burlington. They substitute. Vijay Akumar will be serving. We're tied at 12. He's ready. It's up. It's over. Into the net. Burlington takes the lead, 13-12. Oh, nice serve. Hit the net, got played. Good dig by Vizina to keep that one alive. At the net, point to Wakefield. They won that battle on all levels. Substitutions. Fitzpatrick comes out. Breda comes back in. Vizina serving. Tied at 13. Into the net by Burlington. Wakefield retakes the lead. Drops in, we're tied at 14. McCollum serving for Burlington. Oh, dropped in. Little miscommunication there by the Warriors. All right, Burlington retakes the lead. It's a seesaw here. Serve is long. Point to the Warriors. Tied at 15. Substitutions for Burlington. All right, Christie will be serving. We're tied at 15 in the second set. Ball's up and over. Oh, what a play at the net. Burlington recovers though. Point to Wakefield. They lead 16-15. Christie's serve is up and over. Oh, rocket return by the Red Devils. We're tied at 16. Speaking of 16, number 16, Mendoza, serving for Burlington. Into the net, point to Wakefield. All right, Rossetti serving with a 1-point lead here in the second set. Ball's up. Point to Wakefield. Nice job at the net. Into the net by the Warriors. Point to Burlington. They sub. Connor Shanahan serving for Burlington. Point to Wakefield. They lead 19-16. Substitutions. Breda comes out. Dixon comes in, and Dixon will be serving with a 3-point lead here in the second set. Another substitute. Fitzpatrick is out. O'Rourke, Stevenson, Rossetti. Zena comes back in, Fitzpatrick sits. Drops in, point to Wakefield. All right. We got Christie back to serve. Warriors trail by 2. Third set. Burlington took the first 2 sets. Christie, Rossetti, Breda, Stevenson, Vizina, and O'Rourke. As I said, Christie's serving. Referee's talking to the scorer's table. All right. Into the net, point to Wakefield. They trail by 1. Oh, not sure about that one. Referee on this side didn't call it. I would have thought that would be a replay, but this is Mendoza serving for Burlington. They lead by 2 now. Fitzpatrick is back in. No, I'm sorry. It's Kaja's back out now on the floor for the Warriors. Point to Burlington. So it's Breda, Kaja, Stevenson, Rossetti, Vizina. And O'Rourke out. Out of bounds. Good idea, just didn't fall. All right, Mendoza serving for Burlington, 4-point lead. Stays inbound, service ace. Good job by Rossetti to get that one over. Drops in. Point to Burlington. They now lead 13-7. No return on the serve. Christie's coming in for Kaja. Mendoza serving for the Red Devils. 7-point lead here in the third set. Illegal hit by the Warriors. Point to Burlington. 15-7. Timeout Wakefield. But look at the Burlington huddle here for a moment. They lead by 8. All right, Warriors are back out. Mendoza serving. It's Breda Stevenson. Rossetti, there's the serve. Vizina's out. In on the ground, nice dig. Oh, what a point. Well done by the Warriors. Well done. Everyone had a hand in that point. All right. Rossetti back to serve. Should have mentioned earlier that Rossetti and Stevenson are the 2 captains this year. Both juniors, both returning from last year. In fact, they're the only returning players from last year. Point to Burlington. Substitutions for Burlington. Shanahan serving for Burlington. Oh, Burlington, nice effort. Into the net by the Warriors. All right. Point to Wakefield. They trail now. Vizina will be serving. Fitzpatrick comes in. Raider comes out. Vizina serve. Point to Wakefield. They now trail by 7. Oh, into the net. 18-10 Burlington. They sub. And another sub comes in. This is Ash Ajankar. Serving with an 8-point lead in the 3rd set. Ball's up. Into the net. All right. Stevenson's going to be serving for the Warriors. Got to get over. Does. stays in bounds. Point to Wakefield. Burlington let that one go, thinking it was going to be out. All right. 18-12, Red Devils lead. Stevenson serve. Rocket return by Fitzpatrick. Point to Wakefield. They trail by 5. Again, we're in the third set. Burlington took the first 2. That's going to be long. Warriors hanging tough in the third set here. Stevenson serving, trailing by 4. Point to Burlington. All right. Schultz back to serve. Point to Wakefield. All right, this is O'Rourke serving. Down 4. Out of bounds, point to Wakefield. Burlington substitutions. O'Rourke serving down 3. It's up, it's over. Oh, blocked into the net by Wakefield. Point to Burlington. They lead 20-16. Vijay Akumar serving into the net. Point to Wakefield. Breda in. Vecina out. Fitzpatrick serving. Point to Burlington. 21-17. Fitzpatrick comes out. Vecina comes back in. Substitutions for Burlington. Ian Suhail, number 8, serving for the Red Devils with a 4-point lead here in the third set. That's kind of way long. Point to Burlington, 22-17. Suhail. It's up, over. Point to Wakefield. Christie's out, Dixon just waiting. Discussion at the scorer's table with the referee. All right, we're ready to go. Dixon's ready. It's up, into the net. 19-18, Warriors lead. This is Ash Edjikar serving for Burlington. They trail by 1, as I just said. illegal hit by the Warriors. Point to Burlington. We're tied at 19. Oh, stayed in bounds. Warriors thought it would be long. It was not. All right. Burlington has the lead back now. This is Edjakar. 2019, he leads. They lead. That's out of bounds by Wakefield. 21-19. Timeout Wakefield. All right, Edjakar back to serve. He's got a 21-19 lead. Stevenson, Fitzpatrick, Vizina. Here comes the serve. It's up. Point to Wakefield. Fitzpatrick and Stevenson on the block of the net. Nice job. Rossetti's out, O'Rourke's out. Christie's out. Stevenson's going to be serving. Down one. Point to Burlington, sorry. They lead by 2. This is Schultz back to serve. Out of bounds. Point to Burlington. They lead 23-20. Schultz is ready. It's up. It's over. Good volley here. Oh, blocked at the net by Burlington. All right, they lead 24-20. Schultz serving for the set. It's up. Drops in, point to Burlington. They take the set, 25-20. Teams change sides. Scorers table being manned by some of the JV team. Charlie Sloss, Charlie LaMonica, and Benjamin Hathaway. Nice job by them. Coach Halpin's got this huddle for the Warriors. All right, they're coming back out. We'll be getting underway here very shortly in the third set. Out for Wakefield so far, Stevenson and Vizina. All right, Fitzpatrick, Rossetti, Christie, Stevenson, O'Rourke, and Bretta are out for the Warriors. They will be substituting, it looks like. Bretta comes out, Vizina comes in. Stevenson will get the third set underway, serving for Wakefield. Ball's up and over. Out of bounds. Wakefield takes the lead, 1-0. Point to Wakefield. Stevenson's ready. Blocked at the net. Nice job by Burlington. It's 2-1. Schultz serving for the Red Devils, up and over. Long on the return. We're tied up at 2. Just underway in the third set. Drops in. Burlington takes the lead, 3-2. Schultz is ready. Service ace not returned. 4-2, Burlington. Out of bounds on the return by Burlington. Point to Wakefield. O'Rourke will be serving, trailing by 1. Very early third set. O'Rourke's ready, it's up, it's over. Out of bounds. Tied at 4. Point to Burlington. Vijay Akumar serving for the Red Devils. It's up, it's over. Two hits by Wakefield. Point to Burlington on that one. They now lead 6-4. Good save by Burlington. Stayed in bounds. Point to Burlington. They lead by 3. Vijay Akumar still serving. Good block at the net. Good recovery by the Warriors, though. Another block at the net. Warriors get it back over. Point to Wakefield. Nicely done by the Warriors for that point. Good teamwork. All right. Breda comes in. Zena comes out. Jackson Fitzpatrick serving into the net. Good afternoon and welcome to the Charbonneau Fieldhouse for this afternoon's volleyball match between the Wakefield Warriors, a Division II team, and the Burlington Red Devils, also a Division II team. This year, the Warriors played Burlington on April the 10th. They lost that contest 3-0. They played that game at Burlington. This year, Burlington is 1-13 with a power rank of 56. Their only win, the one win that they have, was against the Warriors. This year, the Warriors are 1-10 with a power rank of 67. Be underway shortly here. Teams are going to meet at the net. Volleyball is a best of 5 sets. First 4 sets are to 25. Win by 2. If there's a 5th set, it's played to 15, win by 2. This year's volleyball team has a total, including JVs, of 21 players. Last year they had 7 and no JV team. So as I've said before, there's a coaching brain trust this year. Coach Wayland is generally taken over the varsity team. She's the head coach of the girls' varsity volleyball team. Also involved, actively involved, are Colin Halpin, head coach of the boys' varsity basketball team, and Matt Angelo, head coach of the varsity boys' soccer team. They've shifted to most of the JV, but those 3 coaches have been integral to the program this year, and everybody stepped up at the end when the coach from last year, Brian Cito, was unable to return due to business commitments. So we'll be underway shortly here. If Jackson Fitzpatrick is out for the Warriors, Luke Dixon, Ian Christie, Luciano Rossetti, Aiden Stevenson, who will be serving, and Jack Fazina are the Warrior starters here. Ball's up, we're underway. Burlington's on the board first. Serving for Burlington is Caden Schultz. He's a captain. It's going to be long. All right, Burlington goes up 2-0. Again, this is Caden Schultz serving for the Red Devils. He's ready. It's up. Point to Burlington. Just underway here in the first set. Ball's up. Out of bounds. Another point to the Red Devils. Schultz ready to go. Ball's up and over. Out of bounds. Got to get over. Does. Oh, and it's a point to Wakefield. On the board. All right, Ian Christie serving for the Warriors. They're down 4. Ball's up and over. Out of bounds on the return by Wakefield. Point to Burlington. Substitutions for Burlington. Rohit Vijayakumar serving for Burlington. Number 2. He's ready. It's over. Point to Wakefield. All right, Jack Vizina playing the libero position today. He's serving. Ball's up and over. Point to Wakefield. They now trail 6-3. Ball drops in. Sean O'Rourke is out for the Warriors now as well. He went in for Jackson Fitzpatrick. Okay, Vizina ready to serve. Good effort by Burlington there on the ground. Nice dig. Kept alive. Oh, drops in. Point to Burlington. Ayan Suhail serving for Burlington. They lead 7-4. Kept alive at the net by Burlington. Point to Wakefield. Luke Dixon serving for the Warriors. They're down 2. First set. Point to the Warriors. volley here. Both teams playing well. Drops in for Wakefield. Tied up at 7. Luke Dixon serving. Into the net. Point to Burlington. Emmanuel Mendoza, number 16, will be serving for the Red Devils. Out of bounds on the return. It's Christie, Vizina, Dixon, Stevenson, Rossetti, and O'Rourke out for the Warriors. Again, this is Mendoza serving for Burlington. (10-7). Burlington leads. Mendoza's serve is up and over. Long on the return, point to Wakefield. All right, Rossetti's going to be serving. Trailing by 2. He's ready. It's over. Into the net on the return. Substitutions for Burlington. Connor Shanahan, number 9, serving for the Red Devils. They lead by 3. It's up, it's over. Stayed in bounds. Nicely played by the Warriors. Zena comes out. Fitzpatrick comes in. O'Rourke serving for Wakefield. Up and over. Long on the return by Burlington. Warriors trail by 1 now. 11-10. O'Rourke serving. O'Rourke's ready. It's up. It's all into the net. All right, 12-10. Ashniel Ejinkar, number 7, serving for the Red Devils. He's ready, it's up. Drops in. Point to Burlington. All right. Christie will be serving for the Warriors, trailing by 4. Into the net. 23-18 Burlington, 3rd set. This is Mendoza. He'll be serving. Burlington subs. Timeout Wakefield. Obviously, they need this set, trailing by 2 sets. So they need to get a little run going here. They trail 23-18. Mendoza will be serving for the Red Devils when we get back to action. All right, Warriors are back out. Mendoza's ready to go. It's up, over. Out of bounds on the return. All right. Mendoza serving for the set and for the match. 24-18, balls up and over. And that's it. Set and match to Burlington. They take it 25-18. Teams will meet at the net. All right, so here's where we go from here. On Wednesday this week, the 14th, we're away at Division I Woburn with a 5:30 start. We've lost to them once before, 3-0. Friday the 16th, we're also away for Division I Winchester. That's a 5:15 start. We lost to them 3-0 on April the 17th. And then finally, we have 2 games to wrap up the season. The first one is a home game on May 19th against Division I Arlington. That's a 5:15 start. And the last regular season game is at home on May 21st against Division II Kip Academy. That's a 5:15 start. We have beaten Kip Academy once before, 3-2, back on April the 7th. So that's where we go from here. Thanks for joining us. See you next time. Have a good evening.